I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Hammond Capital Improvement Board for November 21st, 2022. Would you please rise with me and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the clerk call the roll, please?
Flores.
Here.
Muta.
Here.
Prieto. Spitali.
Here.
Tyler.
Here.
Benez.
Here.
Button.
Here. Let the record reflect that 4 are here in chambers, 2 are on Zoom, and 1 is absent. Next item on the agenda is item 4, condition of the past meeting minutes. Board, you should have received in your packet prior to this meeting a copy of the draft meeting minutes for November 7th, 2022. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make it.
Councilman Spitali's made a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Muta to approve the meeting of minutes of November 7th. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Flores.
Yes.
Muta.
Yes.
Prieto. Spitali.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Benez.
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 6-0 with 1 absent. Next item on the agenda is a report, item number 5, a report on the work study session. Immediately prior to this meeting at 4:30, we met as a board to discuss items on the agenda, and then we did discuss items related to future potential projects for which the engineering department submitted on to the Northwestern Indiana Regional Planning Commission for federal funding, either at an 80-20 match, 80% federal funds, 20% local funds, or 90% federal funds for safety improvements and 10% local match. Any other discussion on the work study? Any other discussion? Next item on the agenda is funding. I'll turn it over to our controller, Megan Flores. Is there anything to report to the board this evening?
No, I don't have an update for tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. We did receive a recent update for you and from you, and thank you very much, Megan, for all your help. Next item on the agenda is item 7, matters from mayor, council, and other departments. Is there anyone wishing to address the board at this time? I would just mention that Phil Talon, Chief of Staff, is present, joining us on Zoom. Thank you, Phil, for attending. Next item on the agenda is item 8, old business. Is there any old business? Seeing none, item 9, new business. Item 9A is a funding allocation, a supplemental pavement preservation crack sealing with site services in the amount of $6,376.96. Is there a motion to approve?
So move. I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Motion made by Councilwoman Venez, seconded by Commissioner Muta to approve the funding allocation. Is there any discussion? I would just say, if I might, that this is a supplemental crack sealing. We had budgeted $300,000 even, and we simply went over budget by $6,400. Any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Flores.
Yes.
Muta.
Yes.
Prieto. Spitali.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Benez.
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 6 present, voting affirmative, no nays, and 1 absent. Next item on the agenda is item 9B, funding allocation for Chicago Street Phase 1, change order numbers 11, adjusted, and 32 through 36 with the Indiana Department of Transportation through their contractor Grimmer Construction in the amount of $18,600.52. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Councilman Spitali. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman Venez. Thank you very much. for the funding allocation for Chicago Street change orders. Is there any discussion? I would just like to report that these are primarily for some adjustments to certain line items, escalations allowed by NDOT, some utility work, and some additional milling requested by the city engineer. Is there any other discussion? Oh, I might add that this amount is 20% of the adjusted amount, which is the local match portion of the funding allocation. The total amount of the work being performed through the Department of Transportation is $93,002.59. Is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion?
Flores,
Yes.
Muda,
Yes.
Prieto, Spitali,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Vines,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 6 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 absent. Next item on the agenda is item 9C, a funding allocation, City Hall video surveillance improvements with Vermilion Systems in the amount of $35,905.11. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Councilwoman Vines. Seconded by Councilman Tyler. Thank you for the funding allocation for City Hall video surveillance. Is there any discussion? This is to acquire 2 high-resolution video cameras for the east side of the building and 3 standard resolution video cameras to supplement the existing video external surveillance at City Hall for the amount stated. Is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Flores,
Yes.
Muda,
Yes.
Prieto, Spitali,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Vines,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 6 yes, 0 nay, and 1 absent. Any other new business? Next item on the agenda is public expression. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to address the board? Anyone in the audience wishing to address the board? Anyone in the audience wishing to address the board? Seeing none, public expression is closed. Board, I would submit to you that on December 5th, 2022 would be our next regularly scheduled Capital Improvement Board meeting. Like last time, I mentioned that I didn't have anything on the agenda, and I currently have nothing on the agenda for that meeting. Doesn't mean we won't have a meeting, because something could come in between now and then. So I would ask that you keep your schedules open, but at this time I have nothing to bring to the board. So that being said, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving, and would entertain a motion to adjourn.
And back at you.
Thank you kindly.
Yes, I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Councilwoman Vines. Is there a
Second.
second? Seconded by Commissioner Muta. It's been moved and properly seconded to adjourn this meeting. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.